2 cards left in hand. Good night, sweet prince. What's going on, guys? It is time to experiment with the Temple of True Ice. Now, I think everyone, including myself, was like, okay, Temple of True Ice, Noxus, Brain Dead, LeBlanc, tons of characters or units that have a ton of attack and not that much defense, making them more sturdy, yada yada, right? So I was trying to think of, well, what are other units that do it? Now I went into Shurima. Shurima actually has a decent amount, like, you know, Ruin Runner, Sivir, you know, they become 5/5, 6/6s, stuff like that. But another thing that I wanted to test is, one, temporary buffs. For example, the Stygian Onlooker, Nightfall, give me +2/+0 and Fearsome this round, right? So when this thing comes on the field, if Nightfall's activate, it becomes a 4/4, right? Well, it becomes a 4/1, but yes, actually the True Ice will make it a 4/4, and then when it goes away, it becomes a 2/4, right? Because the attack boost is not permanent, but the change to the defense is. So what that means is that if you have anything that comes to the field with high attack, then it absolutely will go to its defense. Now, what is a great unit that gains attack, and then the next one or the next few that you play, it will be stronger, right? Mistwraith. Boom! So every time I play a Mistwraith, it's gonna get +1, right? And then if True Ice is on the field, it will then put that whatever that attack boost onto my defense. So this, even when one is played, right, the next one is a 3/3, the next Mistwraith after that is a 4/4, the next one after that is a 5/5. And in Eternal, if I go standard, right, standard, I can't use the Stygian Onlooker, I can't even use the Mistwraith itself, I also can't use the Wraith Caller, I can't even use the Risen Mist. So majority of this is going to be Eternal cards, but just to the essence of it, right? Like if you were to have any unit, I was thinking about some other units that do gain attack. Like you could go ephemeral a little bit, but some of the ephemerals, they die afterwards. So what's the point of giving them defense outside of, like, so they don't die to ping? So this one has to be an Eternal just because we're abusing Mistwraiths here. But it's just an interesting concept. I thought that you guys would like and enjoy. I hope this inspires to get the noggin going, right? Like you can't do any unit that gets a buff, gets buffed while they're on the field. They have to be buffed in the hand or in the deck, and then you play them and then they're buffed. So it's a little bit difficult, I feel like, to like make a really good version of it. But hopefully maybe there will be something else that comes out and it will be like, yo, that's the other ticket outside of obviously Noxus. Anywho, let's see what we got cooking with this deck. I can't wait to show you guys this shit. Here we go. All right, so we are using Nocturne because we do have a decent a ton of fearsome units since that change. This is a terrible hand. I'm gonna bounce the entire thing back. Though Nocturne is pretty cool, I want to at least show you guys True Ice alongside of, wow. This is not bad though. If you guys don't know, the really cool thing that I like about the Stygian Onlooker here, actually not the Stygian Onlooker, sorry, Soul Cleave. The cool thing about Soul Cleave is that it actually, with Callista on the field, okay, nice. With Callista on the field, anything you Soul Cleave will level her up. It doesn't matter what it is, because it kills one thing and then makes the other two something else. So we got Stony Suppressor. He's looking like he's trying to suppress me. I think he's trying to suppress me, which makes sense. This is like a minion spam-ish deck, but I don't really need too many spells myself. So since he's not really applying too much pressure, can I do this? They're basically the same. And then we will see, okay. Interesting. I'll let it go through. It's only 2 damage. And then we're gonna drop down Callista. What do we get? Mistwraith. That's a little bit better. It gets the party started the way I want the party to be started. But let's get her. Talk to him. Okay, he's just going straight for draw. 6 cost. Ooh! That's a Nora out of the hand. Okay, so here it goes. I'll show you guys this one real quick. Right? So this is it's ephemeral, so it's gonna die, but it doesn't matter. See, boom, 4/4, 1 mana 4/4. If Nightfall is activated, he can't block any of this. He could block this. Killing that is not the best idea, in my opinion, and it also weakens that. That's not the best play. Boom. So we get more things attacking. Another reason why I did that is because we do have Nocturne in hand. Next turn we're gonna start the Rift. Oh ho ho! It's about to get extra spicy because soul cleaving a Mistwraith, sorry, a Wraith Caller is absolutely insane. Now, as you guys also saw, is that the majority of this comes a 4/4. Another thing that you guys see is that the majority of my cards, right? That's pointless. You don't run both of them. I mean, you can. It just makes no sense. All right, so he lucked out and got that. Can I play both of these? No, I can't. I think we just go with Nocturne. Almost ends the game though, because they can't really. Yeah, let's. If he didn't play the other Sonic Suppressor, I would have been Gucci. But then again, that levels. Let me show you guys something first. I got to do this first. He could have Bands of Deny here. This levels up Callista. Let's just show off Callista. Look at this. Woo! Oh baby. Okay, I lose one of the Mistwraiths, right? That's fine. Ah, come on, let me cook. Oh. We don't though. All right, so we have the Poro King chilling out with Samara. Not too familiar with this deck. Again, I don't mind. If you guys also saw that the highest cost card of my deck are 4-drops. So a lot of the times we'll get a lot of what we need. Stalking Shadow is also pretty good since the majority of the stuff we have a decent amount of spells. I've had to have this card brick on me. It happens, but usually, you know, usually Callista. Yo, I tell you one thing. I don't know if this like some weird algorithm, but when I play this deck, Callista always comes out.
Don't ask for permission.
Obviously not consistent at all, but just a funny thing to note. Alright, so he's going to attack. He's probably going to build up the board a little bit. I'm assuming it's just 1 mana Poros, and because everything's cheap, then you might get a really big rally. I'm assuming that's the idea behind the deck. I think here, there's no purpose of me playing this, because I can be falling into a trap. He could flare. Maybe, I don't know what he could do. I just don't want to be bothered by it. So we'll just give him the glory right there. There it is. Chartreuse. Yep. Seriously? Go ahead, do your Thug Dizzle. I don't mind, buddy. I'm gonna probably Stalking Shadows next turn. Callista just sitting there by herself really means nothing. There we go. There's a lot of ways to level up this deck. Why not just play another Poro? We do have one Quietus in the deck as well. Oh, okay. He's looking to plunder. Got the plunder going. I respect it. Alright, what did we draw? We draw this thing, which is decent, because I could miscall it, bring it back, and then once 2 of them die, I can Formal Invitation. Let's Stalking Shadows first. And we get a Mistwraith. This is perfect. Just because I can take the ephemeral one first. That makes this one a 3/3. You could probably level her right now because they're all 1-drops. And see, now this one's a 3/3. The next one's a 4/4. And we'll have a Formal Invitation to play them. I might get rallied to death, but luckily they don't have too much attack here. They also can't even block these things either, so that's great. Pro Snacks, okay. I think that was a little weird. I don't know his hand, obviously, but I do think that there's a possibility that he could have potentially could have blocked. The only thing that can block is this. I think you trade that actually. I'm gonna keep this in hand because it's a legitimate starter. We also can smack the Mistwraith straight onto the field to kind of like make a 4/4 that Samara might have a little bit of issue, but she does get reset because he didn't. I think you always prioritize leveling her if you can. All right. Only one of them have died. We're gonna get Callista active.
We shall pierce their treasonous hearts.
Now that Flare only works on Samara, I feel safe here, because before he would have just put this there or used the quick attack one and boosted it up or something like that, and it would have been crazy, right? Yeah, I think we have to use one of the fading mirrors, unfortunately. I don't have any better plays. We do this, make a copy. This is a 4/4. This one becomes a 4/3, and what's cool is that the other Mistwraiths that are in play still become stronger.
No problem.
Now, is he flaring? Challenger. Okay. I don't die here. All out. So he's killing her.
Now's your chance.
This is without the boost here. So we get to take this thing out. And we also get... I think it's really good to take this out before it gets all those fun stats. I also think taking out the whatchamacallit is pretty good too. No way that I can force a level up here beforehand either. So... But just keep in mind that it's not... Okay, so Samara is definitely level next turn. This is not a Callista deck. Callista does make it easy, especially if I have the 4-drop. That makes things a lot easier. So he's going to have to potentially trade... Because I think only Samara is going to be the one that could... That's interesting. I play if I play Mist that makes all these 6/6 and only Samara could block. She could level, but only she could block. That is 15. He would lose her, and then if he doesn't have another Samara in hand, he's screwed. I feel like that is the play. I could also end the round here, and then like he'd have to still try to find lethal, and then still level her up somehow. Because this one's ephemeral, I'm just gonna do this. Nocturne is always gonna be leveled in this deck, which I really love. He levels pretty much on accident. Like you don't need to like force it. So there it is. She's gonna level.
Don't hold anything back. I won't.
He'd have to hit the Nexus right now. And then use it all out. Okay, no. She just dies. Now, I think also, if he has another one, you just let her die, right? You let her die, then you replay her? No. Okay. This is not lethal on board unless he... No, lethal on board if he has... Okay. Questionable, but... Hey, what has died so far? Mistwraith. Okay. That makes them all 6/6. That's an interesting thing to do, I'd have to say. Mind this round. So that's an interesting thing. I think I guess you go... It actually synergizes pretty good. This is a really cool match to lose to, right? It synergizes with this because a lot of the times... I guess that no. Because unless you... That's the only thing, is that little cheeky play I feel like is the only thing. Unless you can all out it. But I mean, he wins, so I guess that's saying something, right? He did in fact win. But I don't know how often this... I would put this as a one-off. I don't know how many other buffs he has in his deck, but I'd put it as a one-off. It doesn't seem that bad. Because you can swarm the field with the Poros. And Noxus does have boost. I guess? Maybe? You guys tell me in the comments. Another Samara deck. Another thing I like about aggro-esque deck is that you pretty much... You know, let's you know, this is a decent time. Let me see if I can play without the true ice, right? I think that that's the thing. Because one thing that you also want to know, yeah, I know that currently, let's progress him. I know I don't have the thing here, but one thing that I think is really important to note is, can your deck run without its main fun thing, right? Eternal doesn't have ranked at the moment, and I guess that's why everyone's making what's them called decks. Can I? No, I can't. Like I said, we're going for the knock level. I'm gonna play Callista. Hopefully I can attack with her. If not, it's whatever. Formal Invitation is just so good. That's insane. That's insane. Dude, 2, I would have been at 4. I bet you do. All right, so majority of the cards are into this. So if I miss this, that means that I'm getting it's cool because it means that I'm getting the true ice, right? It's the only other card that's in my deck.
No problem.
And I have a question for you guys here. Yeah, no, not doing that. Not in your life. Not in your best life. Other thing I want to ask you guys is, do you guys, did you guys remember what is it? DC Dual Force. And this is just a question. I like to ask you guys questions in the middle of the things, see who's paying attention, who's not, right? So DC Dual Force, they force you. So if you wanted to go 2 different things, the deck has to be equally of both. So you can't do a oh, what am I? No, I want to copy mine. All right, come here, girl. This should level Nocturne 1, 2, 3, unless you can kill one of them. That's not enough. We attack. They can't block. So put him with the thickness. I can also just leave her there. That's actually lethal, unless he has the thing. Let's try that. Get him, Naki. So he has to spend a couple resources here just to block. That's why I was thinking about making him play Samara. Okay, he had the flock. This is gonna be a nightmare for him because even with Samara, like all my Mistwraiths, I keep calling this Mistwraith, it's the Wraith Caller, is 2 summons. So like you're going -2. So like he can level her and all this other cute stuff. But what's the point of rally if you have no attack? This is like a strong counter against Samara. Yeah, you can do that all day. And play one more card. She's leveled. Fantastic, brother.
Don't hold anything back. I won't.
Don't spend all that rally in one place. I can't fathom losing this unless he just has some way to just destroy my Nexus, because he can't lethal here. Oh, Quietus, that's funny. I could even, like I said, I could burst speed play this.
I'm always up for a
stun. He's gonna hit him. He could have the
dead in their tracks.
myth. Oh, sorry. Whatever caller. What the fuck is it called? Mist Call would be great here. This is the ephemeral one. This is great. -2. Monkeys. And I have Quietus too, which actually synergizes with Nocturne. I didn't even think about that. Pack it up. Talk to him. Another cool thing to mention is that Nocturne actually becomes a 5/5 or 6/6 if you're playing him and he's leveled. Pretty cool, right? Games are going fast. I feel like I've been playing for like 10 minutes. All right, what do we got again? Same thing, just that they like, you know, let's smack Elise in there. Let's show him the superior fearsome deck. We got a decent hand. The problem is that I feel like it's aggro Iceborn spiders. So maybe I bounce that back, hopefully that we get something. I think the missed call, I might need it. Even worse. All right. Even worse. Okay, Risen Miss is pretty good. We have a decent amount of miss things. Hi there.
Where are you?
Yeah, this is Iceborn spiders if I ever seen it.
I must get out of here.
Does he have it though? Okay, you get a free miss. I don't really need to save spell mana for anything. Fearsome. I think killing the, if he wants to trade the spider now, because I don't have much for it, I actually would prefer to trade the spider. I don't think he'll do it, but that would be much beneficial to me. Okay. Well, obviously, depending on what he has in his hand, but I feel like his hand is much better than mine right now. So I'll trade an early Mistwraith. That means like almost nothing to me. We're gonna build a bear the board.
Lady Elise, please take me home.
Hush, my sweet.
She can't attack now.
Soon.
Do I want to weaken myself for some god-awful reason? Yeah, no. We take the 1 damage. Don't give him an extra spider. Then he can play Elise's spell, and yeah, no. I'm good on that. Damn, we got the ice that is true. I think developing a wide board alongside his wide board is a thing. I wish I could trigger Nocturne and just move her in. I'll play the true ice on their turn.
They grow up so fast.
Keep Callista in the back.
You have to get me out of here.
We've made the most of you.
Okay, about to say I almost walked into that. That was kind of bad. All right, we play the true ice here. So now all these Mistwraiths are going to be big, just as big as his stuff. I think he has the, if he has it, he's going to play it now, because then he's going to get the, there it is, Iceborn Legacy. Wait, is it +2/+2? I thought it was +1/+. Oh wow,
Darkness.
I completely misconstrued that. I can also play a Mistwraith right now, but let's get our win con in the building, because it's going to be worse for him. Obviously, he has something there. Okay. That's why I didn't block.
Tribute to the spider god.
Alright, we play True Ice. Does he have the, okay, he doesn't. Oh, I forgot I could have miscalled that like crazy. Alright, do we Nocturne? No, I think we do this. I have something a little bit quicker. We play it. I don't care if she dies. I just want to attack more to get more fearsome. Nocturne is already here. So this is definitely super crazy, super effective. I mean, Mistwraiths are already good, so it's not like I'm doing anything like, oh my god, this, I never knew Mistwraith, like, but the problem is that their health was still low. They would still be like 2/2s. But now you can make a really formidable attack, keep a nice thing for blockers if they don't have a decent amount of attack, especially with Nocturne. Like, it's just so efficient, I feel like. You could probably ping this off. Withering Whale. Okay. That's cool with me. Even this is a 2/2. Here we go. Summons a spider. Lower his attack there, doesn't really matter. You can also summon another Mistwraith. What do we got? Got a raw Mistwraith. So I mean, he has a ton of HP here. So if he wants to blow something on, like Noct's gonna level no matter what he does.
Did it move?
So I mean, he's tempting me. Only 2 cards left in hand. Good night, sweet prince. Because now everything's fearsome. Good night. Jesus. That ace. Talk to him. Yes. I mean, what more do I say? What proof, more proof do you need? The deck is crazy. Quick wins and losses, I'd have to say, which is great for climbing. And let's say Eternal comes back and you're like, yo, man, where's that deck? Where's that Nocturne deck? Because, like I said, Kalista, actually, I don't even think we saw her level, but she could easily level. But even though she's kind of like removal bait almost, and now with that 4 defense, that 4 HP, you know, it's a little bit harder to just randomly take her out. And what is she recalling most of the time? Because it's the strongest dead ally. She actually will start to bring back Mistwraiths, but for a lot of times, for me, she'll bring back the Wraithcaller until the Mists are above 4 attack, and then she'll start bringing out the Mistwraiths, which is still pretty crazy. It's really strong, and then again, it's a really cool concept of the Temple of True Ice because of how the Mistwraiths work. There's not many cards, like I've said in the intro, there's not many cards that come in with a higher attack scaling off of something else. Like even like Viego, yeah, you can play a bunch of encroaching Mists, and then Viego's 1 attack difference than his health will make him that attack. It's not really worth it. So like, it's pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any fun concepts with the Temple of True Ice, let our brother know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.